Hashi Squelalo, welcome. Thank you everybody for joining in. New Life Learners, making all things new, nonprofit. Lineage First Foundation, coming to you from Chicago and hopefully a city near you. Thank you for joining Freedman Street.
Hashi Squelalo. Good morning, Black America. I got that from Good Morning Black America show. Starts at 8 p.m. on X. So a few Black Americans, they get together and talk about dates, updates, being on code, a lot of information that we should not all know as Black Americans in this country that have been here with the lineage from 1865 and beyond. And so all I want to say is happy birthday to me, and I want to just discuss some clips. It's a little clip that I came across. Check this out.
Can somebody explain to me how every Gen Xer in this country, thousands of miles apart, grew up the exact same way? We ain't had no internet. We ain't had no cell phones. Hell, our TV barely got good reception. Yet somehow we all did the same shit. Like, was it a newsletter sent out that we didn't know about? Dear Gen X, go outside and almost die today. Sincerely, the universe. Listen, we all drank from the damn water hose, didn't we? Everybody. That water was hot as hell and tasted like copper. But we swore up and down it was good shit. Look at us today, still alive, and bikes. We all had the same plan. Ride till the street lights come on. No GPS, no Life 360. You better have your ass back in that house before them street lights come on. Cause if your mama had to come look for you, you don't want to know what happened if your mama had to come look for you. And explain to me how every living room had that ugly ass plastic cover on the couch. Sit down, every part of your body is getting stuck. And when you get up, you definitely leaving a patch of skin like it's a crime scene. From my aunt in Jersey to my big mama in Texas. Same exact couch. And the snacks. Everybody pantry had stale cereal, some Tang that never mixed right, and about 4 cans of poking beans that's for emergency use only. And what about the games we played? Freeze tag, red light, green light. Dodgeball so violent, it should be illegal. We was thousands of miles apart, but we all lived the same script. Like God sent us a Gen X starter pack. And that's why we all the same kind of crazy today. I think we're in assimilation. That's why we ain't aging. We're still having babies at 70.
Let me quickly break that down. Brother said a lot of stuff that I agree with. Now, first, we got to know the science on how things spread out. Because we had let other people take over the narrative because resources and money. Let's take hip-hop for an instant. Everybody say hip-hop started in New York. The spreading and the socializing of hip-hop started in New York because they started capitalizing on it. We all had house parties, rent parties. We all dances spread all over America the same way. We all had the type of poetry. We had the chitlin circuit. They used to bring music back and forth. We used to sell music out of our trunks. We went from house music to jazz, blues. We had all that. One place didn't come and create that. They took a piece from there, and they started doing it in the early 60s and 70s in New York, but they started doing it in the early 60s and 70s in other places too. In Chicago, in LA, and other places too. And that's how it spread. Because every summer, everybody used to go visit their families back in the South and come back and forth. So that was our existence. So we spread things like that. We had the same spirit. We had the same energy that we spread. So that's why sometimes in the South and the North, you can have that same hospitality spread out through. Now, let's get on to the mindset. Now, think about this. In those days, it wasn't no bottled water. We wasn't getting nothing from out of no store. Water was free. It was more pure. People had ponds and all that. But to think about what water is, you think about the scientific nature of water. Water is like molecules and code. Water can hold memory. Water can hold impressions. Or water can hold a lot of things into it. Scientists did this study. And what they did was they let water sit by an organic substance. And then they froze it. The water took and mimicked that organic substance the same way it did, or the same way it viewed it, and the reality that it held around it. Just like say that the water was left on a leaf. They took the leaf out and then froze it. Bam, the water memorized on what was in it, and it froze in a pattern as if the leaf was still there. So let's take that to another level. We know that Lord Water had memories. They tested this too. They put words on water and certain things in water. Water retained that either it mimicked what the word was, or it retained the reality of that word. So this is why I don't drink certain things. Like they have this water called liquid death. It tastes so good. It tastes so good and all that. So water retains memory, and your body is 80% water. That means it retains memory because it dictates into your cells. You got liquid death. So it's telling your body that this is liquid death. And whatever your body internalizes what death is what it's going to start feeding to your cells. I'm just doing science. If you want to take it on that level, you can believe it or not. Say, oh, that's all a mental thing. Well, eventually, everything is a mental thing, because they say if you can believe it, you can achieve it, right? But this goes on. You can go on deeper yourself about this. But that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to give a little history, a little realization, a little science, a little common sense to everyday reality. So hopefully everybody have a wonderful day. I'm going to have a wonderful day. Happy birthday to me, October 4th. Peace. My people be safe. Gen X.